All right, let's check this thing out. Wow. Extremely round tone, really just incredible playing, feeling guitar. Very responsive. It's almost like, I don't know, just like coming alive as I'm playing it. Yeah, it's awesome guitar.
It's got some pretty good tone.
It's very round. Yeah. How this guitar sounds to me, man, just really round notes, very vibrant, like visceral sounding. I mean, it's. I know Bedell's offered their slope shoulder guitars in several different varieties, including the Coffee House here, for a while now. But there is something a little bit more rounded low end, or something that you get from a square shoulder that fills it out a little bit better. That's a very preference thing too. It's very subjective. But for me, I do like the the rounded notes of this. It sounds fantastic. So this is a really good guitar.
Yeah, so the tone of this guitar, it's really open and it's resonant. I know sometimes a lot of Dreadnought or Rosewood guitars can be very heavy. This guitar is not heavy, and it sounds light. It doesn't sound old, but it sounds like what you want a guitar that you've had for a while to sound like. Just straight out of the gate, it seems like, and. It's very balanced too. I don't think it's real muddy or anything. I think overall it's just it just sounds fantastic.
This guitar sounds very warm and balanced. For my playing style, I feel like it may be overpowered a little bit with the strokes from my thumb, because it's pretty bass heavy. but I think with a pick and for a bluegrass player, this would probably be top notch.
Okay, so one thing that I would probably order this with that it didn't come with stock would be Evo fret wire. Stainless works great, but I think as a player's guitar like this, I think this would be Evo frets would probably be a good option to add to their line. But this is great with stainless too.
What would I change about it if I could change anything? Tonally, nothing. This guitar sounds incredible. I guess one tiny thing, and this is more of a preference, that's all, having a square peg head. But I know that's kind of something that Bedell does here like this, and yeah, that's fine. Definitely not a deterrent from buying a guitar like this for me.
I really like this guitar, to be totally honest. I like the binding. I like the neck. I love this wood rosette. I think that's really cool. The biggest thing I would change, I always look for a pick guard because I would just wear through this finish. But that's such a tip. That's such a thing you can add.
The neck shape is a little too flat for me. So I like more of a baseball bat neck. And this one feels like maybe for my fingers slightly sharp on the edges. Not the frets at all. The frets are perfect, but just the angle where my fingers lay, I can feel the neck more, if that makes sense.
So the playability of this guitar is exceptionally high. I would give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10 if I were to rank this. Everything about it is just very sleek and just wonderful feeling. It's very easy to play.
Overall feel of this guitar is wonderful. I really like it. I would probably set it up a little bit lighter. I have really small, no, not small hands, but thin hands in the sense that sometimes I use medium strings, sometimes I don't. These are definitely 13s on here, and the action is a little bit higher than where I would probably set it. But overall feel, this would be great for a bluegrass player. It's set up great for that. It's not going to overdrive on you. But setup's great. Neck shape's nice, even. I say it's probably a C.
Yeah, so this guitar is honestly super comfortable. It's very easy to play. I think Bedell really has the player in mind when they build a guitar. It's a pretty traditional neck, but it's the edges are real nice and smooth. It feels very particular, and they've done a really good job really making it a wonderful experience to play.
The playability of this guitar has slightly higher action than I would put it at. You can really dig in without any buzzing, and it plays relatively comfortable. I think, again, for a bluegrass player, this would be really, really good. Like somebody like Corey, I bet he can dig in on this guitar, and it sounds spectacular. But with my playing style, I think that it would, I'd have to do a little bit of tweaking, probably on the nut, just a little bit to make it a little bit easier on my fingers.
This is a bluegrass guitar. This is a Americana folk country bluegrass guitar. It is meant to be played loudly and to be played often. Yeah, so this is a guitar that is meant to be used out in the field working, blue collar, performing, anything like that. I think this would be an exceptional instrument for anyone who's doing that.
So the style of music where I think this guitar would really shine, probably number one, the bluegrass market. Somebody who's looking for a boutique Dreadnought to play in a jam setting or on stage, it's definitely very appealing as far as the woods and the selection that Bedell did on this. So it would be a great kind of intimate bluegrass theater concert style thing is what I'm thinking in my head.
I think this guitar is definitely oriented to the performer, for sure. I'm not saying you couldn't record with it by any means, but you got the pickup in it already. That's real nice for just kind of go plug and play kind of situations. It's really comfortable to play. You could play it for long periods of time if you're playing in, super long gigs or something like that. I could see this being, really useful. And yeah, I think I'm bluegrass oriented, and I think this is very much could appeal to any bluegrass player that likes a Rosewood Dreadnought, or anybody that likes a Rosewood Dreadnought. Country guys, rock guys, worship leaders, anybody that just likes this style of guitar. I think this checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people, and especially if you do multiple things like I play on in a church band and stuff like that. I could play this at church. I could play this in a bluegrass jam. I could use this a lot of places.
I think this guitar would be really good for bluegrass players because of the action and because of the overall tone. Just playing it, I can really tell that like if I was to be able to play with a pick better, I could get a lot more tone out of this. And if I could dig in with a pick, it would sound really, really good. As a fingerstyle player and somebody who plays a lot lighter than most bluegrass players, I think that it makes it slightly more muddy, but you could really, really pull some incredible tone if you've got better chops than me. If I was in the market for a guitar, I probably wouldn't buy this one, mainly because the action's just slightly too high for me. The neck is not as curved as I would like it, and because I play with my fingers, I'm not pulling the tone out that I would like to with this guitar.
Yes, if I didn't already have a great Adirondack Indian guitar. I have a Preston Thompson DEIA, which is made just down the road there in Sisters, and a different feel to that guitar too. So I think this would definitely be something I would be interested in, and would definitely add to the collection eventually.
If I was in the market for a new guitar, I don't know that this is the guitar I would pick. I definitely couldn't completely rule it out because this is a fantastic sounding guitar. I typically don't lean towards Indian rosewood myself. Nothing against it as a tone wood. I think it's a lot of people like it, and I've heard some great ones, but it's not usually what I'm looking for. But the people that love rosewood, I think would really, really love this guitar.
Yeah, so does this guitar work for me personally? I would say yes, absolutely. This is the type of guitar that I'm currently looking for. I have been kind of on a journey trying to find a good Adirondack spruce top guitar with a good rosewood or mahogany back for a while. And it is a difficult journey finding the right one for you, but I love what Bedell is doing. I love these guitars and the way that they feel to play, and the way that they're voiced, I think, is exceptionally unique and just really, truly wonderful. Some of the best guitars I've played in my life have been Bedell's, which I will stand by to this day. There was a couple of like parlor guitars that we got that were incredible, and now these coffee houses and the 1964 that they get. So I love these. They're wonderful.